Okay, well then, without further ado, let me invite our special guest for the second half. This guy, you may have seen him on the hit ICS show Host Off, because he just won it! Yeah. Wow! That's like Cheyenne's version of America's Got Talent. Or what's the other one? American Idol.
Oh.
But he's famous, people. Proper famous. He runs Shanghai's premier Chinese language improv group. So if you guys, some of you guys are speak Chinese, you want to go watch some Chinese language improv, find him after the show. He'll tell you when they're having their next show. It's called Jile Tuan. Very funny group. Yuzhou Jile Tuan. So I want you guys to give a big PRC round of applause for a very good friend of mine, Mr. David Warner. Alright, so give us a word or two.
Philanthropy.
Philanthropy.
Warsaw.
Sorry, what was that?
Warsaw.
Warzone. Warzone. Your youth in
I'll
Bosnia?
take philanthropy.
Okay.
Okay, so my first job out of college was working at a place called the Community Environmental Center, CIC, and it was in community and CEC, and it was in Long Island City in New York. So I'd go out there, and it was they only hired people out of the welfare system, except me. So I'd show up, because I was their speechwriter, because I'd write speeches like for the legislature to try to raise money, but as that didn't take all my time, so I'd also go with the guys into the projects to do environmental testing and carbon monoxide testing. And in the projects, but I'd show up to work like wearing a suit, essentially, and everybody else was like a large, let's say, ethnic minority. And I'm wearing a suit, and I would go into the projects alone with this equipment I barely knew how to use and walk around knocking on doors. And people would open the doors and be like, one lady said to me, like, "Your daddy don't own this building," and just slammed the door in my face. And I got very little actual testing done there, but I ended up leaving the job after a while because they just really didn't need me. I don't know why they hired me, but it was it was a great job. I got to meet a lot of interesting people who were trying to get in the hip hop scene.
Who there? It's the CEC. I know who the CEC is. We're a non-profit philanthropy organization.
Oh, why'd you say so earlier? Come on in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you want some tea? Some cupcakes?
I'm not sure.
Get out of here!
Who's there? It's the CEC. Sir.
Hey, you want come in?
Really?
It's the same two doors. Yeah, I own both apartments. I just knocked the wall down in between them.
Okay.
Try again?
Yeah, I can.
You want to try
I
again?
can knock 2 off my list today.
You want to try again? Give me the speech.
Oh, I'm from a non-profit philanthropy organization.
Okay, you want to come in, have some tea, some cupcakes?
Sure. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, come on in.
I'm in.
Here's some advice, okay? Next time you're knocking on doors, don't say "really" when someone offers you tea and cupcakes.
Okay.
That makes you sound
sense.
suspicious.
Well, I was a. Who there?
I'm from the IRS.
Who that?
We are a somewhat for-profit organization, and you haven't paid your taxes.
I don't live here.
Very well, I'll move on to the next door.
Who's there?
I am from the IRS.
Why the weird inflection?
Just wanted to emphasize that I do know the acronym. And the R is actually the most important part of what we do. So think about that. That's a political statement.
I'm not sure who you are. You just said the IRS. Who's that?
We collect taxes on a somewhat for-profit basis. You know, I'm an intern here. I was brought in on welfare and don't really have a lot of experience. But you haven't paid your taxes, and they told me to come to all the doors on this street.
Oh, you come on in. You want some tea, some cupcakes?
You sure?
Bam! No, hell no! Are you sure? Who that?
Yo, it's DRUGDEALER.
Oh, come on in. Come on
You want some crack or meth?
in. Some meth.
I'm out of here!
Damn.
Who there?
Yo, it's the NJTCAA
Who that?
with the New Jersey Tea and Cake Association of America.
Oh, come on in. You want some tea?
You want some tea and cake? Oh yeah!
So, I have a lot of experience working in the community,
Oh, wonderful.
and that's part of why I would like to go to school here.
That is so wonderful. We're really
Thank you.
looking for people with experience in the community.
Yep.
Now I'm going to have to ask you a little bit about that experience. I don't want you to get offended. Were those communities full of,
Ethnic minorities.
I was going to say large ethnic minorities.
Very large for the most part.
Okay, and if you were going to talk about them less politely, what might you call them?
Hip-hop artists.
What are you like where you're at?
I really like where I'm at here at Vassar College.
Yeah, I was just going to say. Well, listen, we're looking for someone to head our cultural studies program, and you seem like, I know you only applied to study
That's
here,
right.
but I think there is a department chair for culture studies open.
Wow.
The last guy had to go, was way too racist. You
Oh.
seem like you'd be a great fit for that.
My welfare work has equipped me greatly to understand other people. So I would
By
be happy.
other people, do you mean large ethnic people?
Yes, I do.
Okay, great.
And they don't speak like real English, you know what I mean?
No, they don't.
I-
They definitely
yeah.
don't. Oh my God. And can I just say, they are just a drain on our tax system. I mean, if I didn't have to.
No, racism is not done with in America just because we have a president who is an aspiring hip-hop artist.
There is no more racism in America, and if you can't see eye to eye with me on that, I'm going to have to fire you from head of the Culture Studies program here at Vassar College.
Oh my goodness, you have such poor taste in music.
I have to say, if you wouldn't just, you tried to teach that class last semester on people who were aspiring Mark Anthonys, and you kept using the term Hispanic, and I don't know what.
He does sound like a racist.
Oh my God, he was horrible.
I got some great tacos from an aspiring Mark Anthonist recently.
Right? That's what we should be calling them. They all walk around looking like they're trying to get very gaunt faces.
Yeah.
And wives with big butts.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to call
You don't
them.
have any Gangnam Style students here, do you?
We do.
Firing me from the music department? Look, I don't know how to tell you this one more time, but the I Have a Dream speech is not a rap song, okay? I can't teach it to the students here. It's a speech. It was significant, and it doesn't have a beat or a rhyme.
You know what? That's because you're not putting the inflection on the right syllable, so it's not rhyming. I believe the speech goes, well, I have to rap.
I'm willing to hear. Hi guys.
Yo, I got a dream, if you know what I mean. I want my children to be able to play with white children.
Okay, looking over your resume, and I'm really liking it. I just have to ask one serious question.
Yep.
Why haven't you been to prison?
Well, I've been arrested twice, but my wealthy brother-in-law bailed me out. I tried, man. I was selling crack cocaine off of my own bare chest. Times Square. Nothing happened.
We cut to that.
Crack cocaine! Okay? Free comedy over there, crack cocaine right here. You can link it.
Cut back to your scene.
They all went and took the free comedy. Fucking tourists.
Fucking tourists. Okay, well, let's talk about the second arrest. I mean, that's a pretty good story, but I could see how someone might misconstrue that as some
I
sort of
had
charity
my
act or.
hand on the knife that was plunged into my neighbor's chest.
Oh, yeah.
And they told me I was a hero.
We cut to that.
Just do it! My life is terrible!
What? No! No,
You
this
are
was a...
such a
No,
hero.
no. This was over a
Thank
petty
you!
disagreement.
You are a godsend.
I am overreacting.
I don't
No,
have the strength
no.
to do this on
I
my
am-
own.
This was... Get back in there! How was I supposed to know?
Oh, there comes the light. Yeah, there
Oh,
comes
God.
the light.
Oh, God.
You know, I just wanted to say, we're looking for a new mayor of this city. Running?
Look, man. I don't know how I'm gonna get a
Can you
job.
help me light this body?
Look, Mayor Estevez, as...
I still have the murder weapon.
Yeah, I know. So look, I know you hired me as your advisor, and, well, I'm only here to give suggestions. But if you are
That's
going
what you're hired for.
to address the city in this speech, first, yeah, I would suggest putting the knife down. Okay, just it's a bit intimidating. All right, you're gonna want to do a little bit of this, like a thumbs up when you're giving the speech gives a real, a positive feeling. Secondly, can you please put a shirt on? Is that okay? Also, is that crack on your chest?
Yes. I don't know what I need to do to prove to you people.
Mayor Estevez, I know you fired your last advisor.
He was
His
terrible.
advice was terrible. Listen, I just have to say, I know you got this big speech coming up today.
Yes.
I have a great idea for what you should do.
Should I kill everyone? Is that gonna get me in jail?
I was going to suggest wrapping the I Have a Dream speech.
Fine. Fine.
Okay, great.
Maybe that will get me in jail.
Oh, while you're doing that, just slip in some stuff about how you've embezzled a lot of money.
All right.
Yeah, I think that should be good.
Anything else you want me to add into this?
I'm trying to think, what can you get arrested for these days?
Not crack and not murder.
Yeah, maybe like,
If you're gonna be mayor of this jail, you need to prove you're real tough.
Yeah?
Murder? It was euthanasia. Don't kid anybody. They were very thankful that you killed him because his life was terrible.
So I learned too late. Chose my victim poorly.
And that crack deal you were trying to sling that crack to? Yeah, you were wearing the DARE t-shirt. Admittedly, you had it lifted up and it says DARE to keep kids off drugs.
Yeah.
And then you were like, this is what happened if you did drugs.
A series of nipple piercings, regrettable dragon tattoos, and a lot of crack.
Yeah, exactly. It was a public service announcement. You need to prove you're real tough in this prison. Otherwise, people are gonna, people are gonna, make you their bitch.
You know what I did that finally got me in this prison?
What?
Immigration reform.